Recording. Good evening, and welcome to Not the Show. I'm Joe.
And I am Mondo.
How are you,
And it's
sir?
a new night.
Yeah, we moved to Tuesdays, for now at least.
Yeah.
We're going to try and stick with Tuesdays for a while.
It's probably going to be easier.
Yeah.
For now. Anyway.
Good. It works for me. Gives me my Sunday nights freer.
Yeah, me too, especially since Sunday is now my only definite day off. As I progress through the ranks of postalness, I may eventually get a weekday off, but
For now.
For now, Sunday's it.
Cool. Oh, look who's here. Hey, Jojo.
Hi, Dada.
How are you?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Mondo.
Hello, Jojo.
Mondo, Dada.
You remember Mondo? You met him once before.
Is he a bad guy or a good guy?
He's a good guy, not a bad guy. He's my friend. Did you ever meet him? You must have met him.
No.
I think you did, but a long time ago.
Yes.
You going to bed now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good night, Dad.
Good night, buddy.
Night, Jojo.
Hey, Mondo.
Night, Jen.
Good night, Dada.
Yeah, Joe?
Who's that guy with the sharp ears?
Oh, no, it's just a picture. This picture here? That's a picture of a dragon.
A big dragon?
Yep, because me and Mondo are going to talk about dragons now.
Yeah.
Good night, buddy.
Good night, Dada.
See you tomorrow morning.
Go brush our teeth. What do you say?
It's funny. Yeah, so Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
Apparently, he didn't know if you were a good guy or a bad guy.
I get that a lot. I do. Usually, though, in the end, everyone usually decides that I'm a good guy.
Oh, yeah. How could you not?
Yeah. I do my best.
Good. So what else is new this week? Anything?
No, nothing really with me. Just doing the postal thing, and like I said, I passed my scheme qualification exam, which means that I basically have a job until they find a different reason to get rid of me. But if I didn't pass that thing, I just wouldn't have had a job. They just would have been like, "Wow, you failed. Sorry, buddy."
Oh, awesome! Congratulations.
Thank you.
And that's good news. And,
Yes.
Nothing going on with me either this week. I tried to go to a movie early in the week, but timing sometimes just doesn't work.
Yeah. What movie did you try to see?
It didn't really matter to me. I probably would have seen Tom Cruise. Was that Defiance?
Oh no, it's Oblivion.
Oblivion. That's right.
Yeah.
Defiance is a TV show, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I haven't watched yet.
Neither have I. I did tape the first, and I've got now 3 of them taped. But Jen wants to watch it with me, so we're holding off for now until we have some time to. Because the first one's 2 hours long, and it's like if it were an hour, we'd squeeze it in and see if it was any good. But it's 2 hours long. The first one. It's like you got to commit for that.
Right. Yeah, I've got a lot of TV to catch up on now that I have. Now that I'm done studying for that scheme test. There's been a lot of shows I have neglected, including Defiance, Game of Thrones. I watched the first episode of this season, and I haven't been back.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm one behind. We haven't seen this past week's yet, but other than that, I'm caught up. Which this past week was episode 5, I think.
Yes.
Episode 4 was fantastic.
I plan on doing a lot of TV watching this week. I think by next Tuesday. Any TV shows you want to talk about, I think I should be good to go. I'm
1 episode behind on. No, I'm 3 episodes behind on Doctor Who. The last Doctor Who I saw was the second one with the weird sun-like god.
Oh,
that was only the second episode. And because I'm waiting for Jen, because she wants to watch them, and she has even less time than me because she actually goes to the gym once in a while, and that's when I catch up on my shows is when she's not here.
Right.
When the ones we want to watch together, it's you know what, The Following just ended this week. Thank God, that show made me insane.
I've got to catch up on The Following too.
Yeah, it really makes me want to smash my TV whenever I watch it, and all the way to the end. Every week, it's like they don't shoot enough people. They're too busy trying to talk to the bad guys to kill any of the bad guys. And when they talk to them, it always ends badly. Either they escape, or they stab them in the stomach. I mean, you're pretty far behind.
Yeah, the last episode I saw was the one where she was at the compound, I'll call it.
Okay.
The wife, I can't remember her name, but she was at the compound. She was trying to see her son. People were being douchey.
Okay, so yeah, you haven't even seen the most frustrating stuff.
I guess not. Probably wait.
But that's over. It ended last night. We watched the last of it. It's gone. Now Warehouse 13 started yesterday.
Yes, I've got to watch that.
Right, I didn't watch that yet either, but I taped it. But that's something I watch without Jen, so I find it easier to catch up on things that I can watch on my own.
And James Marsters is now appearing on Warehouse 13. I don't know if it was just a 1-episode thing, but he played Spike on Buffy and Angel.
Yeah.
And he also narrates he reads the Dresden Files audiobooks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Some geek cred he's got.
Yeah, so I tried to get to the movie this week, but I didn't get there. Iron Man comes out Friday.
Yes.
We're not going over the movie game stuff yet. I still have to tally up the list and make the actual chart. But I think I'll do that this week, because now we finally have a big movie came out.
Yeah, and it's early yet.
Yeah, it's early, so we'll talk about that soon. Defiance not Defiance. I keep calling it Defiance. Oblivion didn't quite perform as well as expectations, but it did okay. I don't remember if we pulled that from the list because it came out the week before we did the game.
We did. It was not on the list.
Right, 80. I think it had 80 million, and they were thinking that's a little too low.
Well, people are starting. I mean, I used to hate Tom Cruise with a passion. Like, I wouldn't see a Tom Cruise movie just because it had Tom Cruise in it.
Yeah.
And then, I backed off my anti-Tom Cruise, thing. But, I mean, even with that, I like some of his movies, and I'm I gotta admit, I'm getting tired of seeing Tom Cruise.
Yeah, did you see Rock of Ages?
No, I did not see Rock of Ages.
I saw the play. We talked about it on the show when I saw the play.
Yes.
I liked the movie a lot, actually, and I think I liked it better than the play. Although my friends that love the play would call that sacrilege. You know why I liked it better? Because the songs, when you do 80s rock songs on Broadway, they sound like Broadway songs, just a little more rocky.
Sure.
This was actual, these were rock performances. I mean, it was actors singing. Tom Cruise singing Bon Jovi is still Tom Cruise singing Bon Jovi, but at least it didn't sound like a Broadway show in the movie. It sounded like rock and roll, and I liked it a lot. And JoJo seems to love it, so I've seen it maybe now a dozen times because it's on cable, and we have it DVR'd because he constantly wants to hear "I Want to Rock" by
Twisted Sister.
Twisted Sister. Constantly, every time it comes on, he makes me rewind it.
That is awesome.
Yeah, he runs around the house and he screams "rock" whenever they say "rock" in the song. Rock, and it's fun, and so I've gotten kind of hooked on the movie now, and I've seen it a million times.
Cool.
Yeah, it's cheesy love story, but it's fun and funny. Tom Cruise actually did a good job playing like a degenerate rock star.
Cool.
And he could sing, surprisingly. I think my favorite song in the whole thing is when he does Bon Jovi. He does Cowboy, Wanted Dead or Alive.
Ah,
Yeah, a great song to begin with, but
it is.
He does a good job with it.
It's a big karaoke staple too.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been going to karaoke more often lately too.
Now, do you get up and sing?
No, but I have friends that love it, so I go more often than I used to.
I need to start going to karaoke again now that I get off of work on a more reasonable hour again, and maybe once Angie's going to Florida for the summer, maybe I'll start venturing out more often.
I went to a karaoke bar in Little Italy. Did I talk about it on the show?
I think so. I know you went to Little Italy. We talked about Little
Yeah.
Italy and how it's only like a block.
Yeah. We did talk about the karaoke there then too. So, what else happened to me this week? My grandfather's 90th birthday. I saw
Happy birthday!
Oh, thank you. I'm sure he had a good time at the party. My sister was in from Colorado with the two kids. I saw my cousins. It was kind of nice.
Cool.
I don't get to see some of those cousins too often. It was a good time. And then we went to Coney Island. We took JoJo on the rides.
Nice. Did you go on the cycling? No, he's too little for that, right?
No, he went on a little motorcycle thing that goes in a circle and little rides.
Yeah, I love that ride.
Yeah. It does a pretend wheelie.
Yeah.
It's got a button with a really annoying horn sound.
Yeah. I remember that thing.
Yeah, no, he had a ball. We had fun. He got to hang out with his cousins. We all went to the rides. Susan and her kids and Dana and her kids.
Cool.
Yeah, it was good. And that's it. That's what I did this week.
It sounds like a good week.
Yeah, it was. It was a good time. So a few things happened this week in the news, I suppose. Let's talk about Dungeons & Dragons first.
Yes.
That's a good story, I thought. So, Wizards of the Coast, which has owned D&D for the past bunch of years, they're currently about to release 5th edition books for Dungeons & Dragons. Now, when you and I played, we played 2nd edition.
I mean, we played like a bastardized version of 1st and 2nd.
Right.
Because I didn't really care for 2nd edition. There was a lot of stuff in the 2nd edition I liked.
Mm-hmm.
So we basically played like 1st edition with some of the 2nd edition stuff that I liked.
Right. And then I came back to it more recently, and I played not third. I think I played 3rd edition. I had to buy a whole new set of books.
Yes.
3rd edition had new rules. They simplified some stuff. They complicated some stuff, of course. But now they're up to 3.5. There's 3.5 books, and there's 4th edition books. Oh, it's not going to be called 5th edition. It's going to be called D&D Next, which is more than a year from being released. But the interesting part of this is Wizards of the Coast is releasing new versions of all the old editions. So
Right.
So they're putting out. You get all the second edition stuff. You can get all the third edition stuff, and you can get all the first edition. Now, first edition stuff came out last year. So this year they've put out the rest of the editions between then and now. So you can get everything again, even all the modules. You can get even as PDFs. You can buy the modules. That's pretty neat.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's neat.
I would definitely like to get the first edition again.
Yeah.
I liked first edition because and I'm hoping they'll do something else with next along these lines. Is one of the things I liked about the first edition was that the rules were some of the rules were just crappy.
Yeah.
But it was just so easy just to basically just do what you wanted to. Whereas with each edition that came after, the core got as the core got more complicated, it became harder to tweak the rules to your liking because you had so many other things that might affect.
Right.
But the first edition was really good. It's wizards start off with 4 hit points. It's a maximum of 4 hit points.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever started a wizard with less than 8 hit points because I was well that's lame. You've got one good spell. You've got a magic missile that you can use once a day before before you go to bed. You got to read that spell book.
Yeah.
Get your magic missile back. You can't use a sword. You can't use armor. You're basically just someone who hangs out with a whole bunch of people who can kick some ass, and they wonder why the hell you're getting a share of the treasure and experience points.
It's very true. They're useful later in the game, but early on they're just tough.
Oh yeah, later in the game they're definitely worth their weight in gold pieces. But yeah, that's if you get there.
Yeah.
Because you really were the wizard was just a worthless character.
You can get the Monster Manual, DMG, and the Player's Handbook. The Monster Manual and the Player's Handbook are $35 each. The DMG is $45.
Ouch.
All hardcover, new artwork on the covers, it looks like. That's neat. You can buy it at Wizards of the Coast, or you can buy it from bookstores, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like all that. They're also putting out some limited edition stuff, wooden boxes and fancy dice and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, the white box that we were talking about that before the show. I have a copy of that. Mine was a reprint.
Okay.
Definitely not as fancy with the oaken box that they're re-releasing it in later this year. But those first books were oh man, they're kind of, I don't know, they're kind of lame but awesome all at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I miss playing sometimes.
Me too.
Yeah.
I need to find people to play with here.
Yeah, we used to play here for a bit. I used to DM.
See, I missed out on that.
You did. We were far off.
Because, I would have loved to have anyone else DM.
I remember.
Anyone.
I remember. John and Charlie used to do it once in a while.
And Charlie, I love him. He's my brother, but, he's just kind of boring.
Yeah.
But that's Chuck.
Yeah.
He's just he's I'm not going to say he's a boring person. He's just he was a laid back kind of mellow person.
Mm-hmm.
So, he didn't really put a lot of oomph into it.
Yeah, I hear that.
He's all right, you see some orcs. All right, yeah, go ahead and roll your dice. Yep, you kill them. All right, we got some treasure here. It's all right, Chuck. Thank you.
A little follow-up to last week. We talked briefly about the one-way mission to Mars.
Yes.
About 20,000 people have already applied in the first 3 days of accepting applications.
Damn, I need to hurry up.
More than 600 came from China alone. The project plans to send a select group of colonists to the Red Planet for permanent settlement with no chance of coming home.
No chance of coming home.
Right. It's aiming to put 4 humans on Mars by 2023. They're hoping to receive anywhere from 500,000 to 1 million sign-ups, and it's probably going to happen. There's an application fee. It varies according to the country's per capita GDP. proceeds pay for the ongoing selection process and technology studies. The final stage of the project will involve a short list of 24 to 40 fully trained candidates, with the final group being selected by a TV audience.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's funny though.
That's like a little bit of a like Real World meets like American Idol meets going to Mars.
It's true.
Damn. Because it's like you got to make sure that if they do that, man, we got to make sure we vote, because otherwise, like all the Justin Biebers of the world will wind up going, because there'll be some cute guy, and all these tweens will start voting for him to go to Mars. And I mean, actually, I would send Justin Bieber on one trip to Mars. Justin Bieber himself, sure.
I think I just saw him in the news crying in London because someone made fun of him or something, and
Justin, I can't believe we're talking about Justin Bieber on the show, but I love it. Justin fucking Bieber.
Yeah.
He's like turning out to be quite the douche.
He definitely is.
Like when I first saw him, man, I thought he was just some young lesbian. I was like no shit. Angela had him on her desktop, and I was like, "Who's this little lesbian on your desktop?" She's like, "Justin Bieber." Luckily she outgrew that pretty quickly. But I was like, "Justin, what the hell's a Justin Bieber?"
Oh, that's great. I'm gonna move on, I think, to a little book. We have a handful of book news this week, which is not usual.
No, we like books.
Yeah, and I think then we'll take a break, and then after the break, we'll talk about upcoming TV shows. We have a few lists of sci-fi and fantasy shows coming to TV this coming season. Well, first books came out today was Joe Hill, is Stephen King's son. That's called it's pronounced Nosferatu, but it's NOS4A2.
Oh,
Nosferatu.
I just got that.
Nice, right? So that's out today. It's getting really outstanding reviews. People are comparing it to King, saying he's, chip off the old block. I've read both of his other books, and they were both good. I liked Horns better than Heart-Shaped Box, but I thought Horns was great.
Yeah, me too. I've read Horns. I have not read Heart-Shaped Box yet, but Horns was fantastic.
Yeah, and Horns is going to be a movie with Daniel Radcliffe playing the lead guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw pictures of that. Also came out today was Ian Tregillis. One of my favorite books that I only read the first of 3 was I'm not going to remember the name of the book anymore. But it's a good thing I can look it up, right?
Yeah, go internet.
Ian Tregillis. They're kind of sci-fi, but they take place during World War I and then World War II, and it's about if the Nazis had made these superhumans by plugging batteries into their brains and with drugs, and what would have changed if there was if the British had to enlist the aid of warlocks to do magic to fight against these cyborg kind of dudes that were on the Nazi side, and it really goes really deep into the shit that could happen. They open a wormhole into another universe, and I think by the third book the lead guy is traveling to the other universe to try and save, because his universe has been destroyed, so he's trying to save all the other alternate universes. I don't know. It's I read the first one, right, and the second one's been out for a while. The third one came out today. So that's Ian Tregillis, Bitter Seeds, The Coldest War, and Necessary Evil. Necessary Evil is the new one. You should definitely check it out. Bitter Seeds was fantastic. I'm reading it again before I read the other 2. That's kind of currently what I'm reading.
I'm putting it in my Evernote now.
Yeah, Ian Tregillis Bitter Seeds, the first one, might be in that list of endless books that I stole, my stolen book list. Maybe. Oh. It might be.
I will. I'll look in there for that.
Yeah, it might be there, but it's pretty good. So those both came out today, and coming soon is Neil Gaiman's The Ocean at the End of the Lane. I'm looking forward to that one also.
Yes.
I have tickets to see him talk again and sign a copy for me.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going by myself. I don't know anyone else that reads, So I go to book things by myself.
Damn. See, once once we get the technology to get me there like instantly,
Yeah.
I will have to go.
You have to beam over.
Yeah, because I'm in that same boat you are.
Yeah.
Except for Drew. Drew lives near me, although I haven't seen him in quite a while. But, he reads Twilight. He thinks the Twilight books are good reading. So
I mean, I read them. I wouldn't call them good reading, but I did read them.
Picking on Drew.
So J.J. Abrams is reportedly trying to buy the rights to 11/22/63 by Stephen King. Going to turn that into. Looks like it's going to be a TV. It doesn't say if it's a miniseries or a series.
I hope it's a miniseries.
Right, either a TV series or a miniseries. It says.
This is where I mean, we've had this discussion like millions of times.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the things that I think would be an excellent, a single season, HBO or Netflix, but not like spread out over like 2 or 3 nights. There's so much going on in that book that you could easily make a really interesting, 6 to 13 episode story out of it. I'm not even talking about just to include everything. I'm just saying there's so much going on in that book.
I agree. But
that may be currently one of my favorite Stephen King books.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic, and it was in danger of not being made there for a minute. I'm pretty sure that someone else had owned the rights, and they passed on it. I'll find it here in a second. I have it. It was this week in the. It was this week in the news. It was Jonathan Demme had attached himself to write, produce, and direct a film adaptation, with King as going to be executive producer. However, when Demme withdrew from the project because he had disputes with King about what to include in the script. So this may be better. They're at least talking about something longer than just a movie.
I hope so.
And I do like JJ, although he's like making everything now.
He is.
This is just, it's just, let me clarify, it's just Bad Robot that's bidding on the project. He may not do anything with it. It's just his production company.
Right.
Which does a whole bunch of shows that I like at the moment.
I like the what do they call it? Well, at the end of the show.
Bad Robot.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's good.
That's my number one reason for wanting to watch any, Bad Robot produced show.
It is good.
That was my favorite part of Lost.
Oh yeah, and now I can almost tell when it's coming. When I'm watching the end of a show, I'm like, I think this is going to be a Bad Robot, and it is. Generally is. He's everywhere.
The only one I like better than that is Mutant Enemy, Joss Whedon's production company.
Yeah.
Arg. Arg. I got that backwards.
A couple of little news stories for movies. Ron Perlman is pressuring Guillermo del Toro to make Hellboy 3. After Hellboy 2, they both decided never to make the third, but now it became clear that the movie is designed... This is what Ron Perlman is saying. It's clear that the movie was designed to be a trilogy. He has a very well articulated idea of what the resolve would be, and it's an amazing theatrical and is epic in scope and will make for amazing cinema with and without the first 2 movies. Blah, blah, blah. So he said he's giving Guillermo del Toro guilt about making it.
There you go. I liked the first one.
Yeah.
I got to admit, I still haven't seen the second one.
Yeah, it made $160 million compared to $99 million for the first one. So,
I just never got an opportunity.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you, that first one, I loved it.
Yeah, you should see the second one. It was good also.
Ron Perlman was an awesome Hellboy.
He's good. I mean, he's almost 70. So I mean, they better do this soon.
Get out of here.
That's what it says here.
I can believe that, actually. Yeah.
That's what it says here. He says that I'm pushing 70, so we better fucking do this soon.
Wow.
He is in Pacific Rim, which is a Guillermo del Toro movie coming out this summer.
I'm gonna come up with a list of 70-year-olds who can kick my ass, because it seems that like every couple of months I find a new one. People 70 and older who can kick my ass. Ron Perlman will be on that list.
Yeah, I have to agree. He's pretty awesome. The other rumored movie is J.J. Abrams says that there is a possibility of making a Cloverfield 2 and an Alias movie. Still.
I haven't finished watching Alias.
Neither have I.
Is there a need for an Alias movie? I mean, are there unanswered questions? Did they not wrap it up?
He says that in the right circumstances and situation, he would be open to it. And about Cloverfield 2, he said, part of me wishes us to let it go, although we've had a couple of discussions about cool ways to do it. He said he's looking forward to Pacific Rim and feels like there's some really big monsters coming down the pike that could inspire something they do. Cloverfield 2 is actually in development, whereas Alias movie is just, they're just talking about it.
See, Cloverfield 2, that would be a movie I would probably definitely see, probably even enjoy. That would be absolutely like unnecessary, though. It's like I don't feel that there's a need for a Cloverfield 2.
No, it probably isn't. I mean, it was fun. It was okay. I kind of liked it.
It was pretty psychotic. But you know, one of the great things about about Cloverfield 2 is they did the lost footage idea.
Yeah.
They did it better than any other found footage movie had, in my opinion, yet.
They did.
Especially because they threw in all that other stuff, all those cuts of the romance before the monster and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, spoiler alert, if anyone hasn't seen Cloverfield, it's too late for you. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But you get to see the monster falling from space at the end of the movie.
I don't think I saw it.
Oh yeah, you gotta. If you check it out, you'll see when he's talking to the girl like on the subway or something, like off in the distance, or they're on a boardwalk. I don't know where the fuck they were anymore.
Right.
But in the distance, you see this like thing like falling into the ocean.
Oh, cool.
And that was the monster. That was the Cloverfield thing.
Yeah, I gotta watch it again. The last bit of rumor news is that there is still a chance that after 27 years, the sequel to The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension may actually get made. Buckaroo Banzai Against the World Crime League was mentioned actually in the credits of the closing of the first movie.
Yes.
And according to the original director, there's some legal mumbo-jumbo problems. It's been bought and sold as bundles of films over the years. No one says whether or not they have a clear chain of title, so they're going to see what happens. He said maybe, after nearly 3 decades, Buckaroo Banzai could still return.
That movie is so cheesy.
Yeah, it is.
And it is awesome. I love that movie. It's on the Netflix. If anyone's got the Netflix and you're interested in watching the Buckaroo Banzai movie, Banzai, it's got a great cast too. All these people who became somebody else later. It's got RoboCop.
Yeah, it does. That's right.
It's got John Lithgow. It's got the Kurgan.
Yeah.
This is like it's got some chick who became somebody, and now I've forgotten who she is. Like with the rest of America, I want to say Ellen Barkin, maybe.
Yeah, it was Ellen Barkin.
Jeff Goldblum.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie.
It was a good movie. As bad as it was one of those movies that's good because it's bad.
Exactly. It was a lot of fun. It was. The dude's like he's a rock star, a brain surgeon, scientist. There's nothing he can't do.
It's awesome. It starts off with him driving a car through a stone.
Yes.
And that's the whole crux of the movie is what happens when he does that. That's awesome.
He crosses into the 8th dimension.
That's right. The last movie news before we'll watch a couple trailers. Maybe we'll watch the trailers after the break. Last movie news I have is Michael Bay has apologized for creating Armageddon. He said it was terrible.
Didn't we talk about Armageddon last week?
I think we might have, yeah.
And we said how, as bad as it might have been, I mean, I liked it better than Deep Impact.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, Deep Impact, I'm not saying it was a bad movie by any means, but it was it wasn't as much fun.
No, he says, I apologize for Armageddon. We had to do the whole movie in 16 weeks. It was a massive undertaking. It was not fair to the movie. I would redo the entire third act if I could, but the studio literally took the movie away from us. It was terrible. My visual effects supervisor had a nervous breakdown, so I had to be in charge of that. I called James Cameron and asked, what do you do when you're doing all the effects yourself? That's interesting, huh?
What did James Cameron say?
I guess he didn't answer.
He laughed and hung up on him. He said,
I didn't hate Armageddon. No, I'm sorry. I kind of thought it was a fun movie.
Me either. Yeah, I liked Armageddon.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. We'll play a tune. When we come back, we're going to watch movie trailers for two. We're going to watch a TV show trailer for SciFi, and we'll watch the weirdest movie trailer I've ever seen. Maybe not, but a weird movie trailer. and we'll talk about upcoming TV stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back.
You and I in a little toy shop, buy a bag of balloons with the money we've got. Set them free at the break of dawn. To one by one they were gone. Back at base, bugs in the software. Flash a message, something's out there. Floating in the summer sky. It's 99 red balloons go by. A souvenir just to prove the world was here. Here is a red balloon. I think of you and let it go.
It didn't play the TV drop.
Oh.
It was supposed to play all by itself.
There's the television. All right there. All right there. Look, listen, kneel, pray. Mercy.
Cat.
I was Dead Unicorn. That's a friend of mine's band from Kingston, New York. Their cover of 99 Red Balloons. And the opening song was a Henry Rollins cover of Waylon Jennings' Ornery, Lonesome, and Mean.
Nice. I like
Lonesome, Ornery, and Mean.
I like the music today. I like that 99 Red Balloons. Best version of that ever.
They've got if they've got a Kickstarter going actually right now. I think there's still like 27 hours left. Dead Unicorn. They're releasing. They've made their money, but they're releasing their album on yellow vinyl. I've kickstarted it so that I could get the album on the yellow vinyl.
Nice.
Yeah, Pandemic. They're apocalyptic rock. They're Their first album was a Yellowstone Supervolcano, and all of their albums are free. Like, you can just like go download them. They're all just free.
Awesome.
Yellowstone Supervolcano is their first album about the Yellowstone Supervolcano. Second album was Global Thermal Nuclear War, and the album that they're currently getting backed on Kickstarter is Pandemic, all about things like the super flu.
Cool.
And that 99 Red Balloons was a once they reached their goal, like they let people vote on songs that they would cover, and that was one of them. Yeah, I like that cover a lot.
Yeah, I liked it too.
But they're at deadunicorn.com if anyone wants to go check that out.
So let's watch movie trailers.
Yes.
First, we'll watch the. Let's see.
It's been a while since we've seen a movie trailer.
Yeah. First, we'll watch this one. This is the trailer for R.I.P.D. Have you heard of R.I.P.D.?
That's the Rhode Island Police Department. Yes, I've heard of it. I'm very interested in seeing this.
Wait, he's the star. How can he be dead?
Tough day.
Where am I?
You're dead.
This is a joke.
Hilarious. You have skills that we want. We'd like you to join the RIPD.
The RIPD.
Rest in Peace Department. I think you're smelling what I'm selling. Your job is catching deados,
The bad souls that escape judgment.
meet your new partner.
Now, you gotta earn that. Come on. We are the greatest lawmen that ever lived and died. Now, some souls hide out among the living. Damn, I don't know what else to shoot you between. There's something else. You don't look like you don't sound like you anymore.
So what do I look like? Really? An old Chinese guy? What about you? Well, I guess you win, Roy.
You ready? Stanley Nowicki.
We're with the Department of Health.
We suspect that you might be dead. You can back this one. My treat.
No, I'm not going near that.
Don't piss off! Might notice we're pretty durable.
Still hurts.
I've never seen that before.
If the dead take over, that's it for the living world.
They picked the wrong venue to make a stand. This world's for the living, and RIPD is gonna keep it that way. Hurry! That went well. Assuming the world don't end. Fun, right?
Don't tense up.
I would see this.
So would I. You know, as much as I think it's kind of ridiculous, but it looks freaking funny.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. Is it Men in Black? Is it Men in Black-ish? Or
It's definitely Men in Black-ish.
yeah.
You know, the first thing I thought of when I first heard about the movie was, do you remember Dead Heat?
Vaguely.
Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo. They were like zombie cops.
Okay.
It's like they died, but I don't even remember how. But like somehow they stayed alive. You know, there was like some sort of secret formula or something, and they they had to go solve the crime of whoever it was that killed them, and and they parts of them were falling off and stuff, but they were they were already dead, so it worked out well.
Right. Anyway, that looks good.
I definitely want to see that.
Yeah. What's his name? Looks awesome. The What's the older actor's name?
Jeff Bridges, the dude.
Yeah, of course, Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges was just hysterical. The bad accent with the It was just great. You're gonna have to see that one. So this other one is a trailer for a new Sci-Fi Channel show that's coming soon. I don't know if it says when it's coming here. Let me click this. It doesn't say when. It might be in our list of upcoming movies coming. But let's check it out briefly. It's quick. It's less than a minute. Yeah, that's why it was interesting, because it's the Battlestar Galactica people.
I like those people.
And the producers of Lost and Contact. For those of you just listening, a team of scientists working in secret are about to change the world. Is that my dramatic? Now we just see a scientist with his back to us. He's wearing one of those suits, outbreak suits.
Looks like fringe letters.
And he's bleeding out of his ear. Or his head. Or end it. It's called Helix. They didn't really give us much. The truth will spread, it said.
The truth will spread.
Yeah.
I'm still watching.
Oh.
That's one of the reasons why I have no video tonight. Is we determined last week, because last week I didn't drop out at all, but I have got some crazy ass video lag.
Okay.
Here comes the blood now.
Okay.
There we go.
That's right. You're hearing it before you're seeing the end, right?
Yes, yeah. Because I'm hearing it in real time, but my video has some lag.
That's cool.
Sci-fi, Imagine Greater.
Yeah, so that looks okay. I think what we'll start with is the IO9 has an article on which is about 7 new shows, 7 new fall pilots coming. And we'll start there, I think. The first one they're talking about is Super Clyde on CBS. It's about superheroes, but really it's just about a guy who comes into money and decides to help people. Clyde's eccentric Uncle Bill invented Silly Putty and uses his fortune to help random people. Clyde is a agoraphobic misfit who works in a fast food restaurant, and even after he comes home into a fortune, he keeps working there. He finds out how his Uncle Bill used to help people in secret, sort of like a superhero, and decides to follow suit. Main character is Clyde. His name, actor's name is Rupert Grint. I don't know who that is.
That Rupert Grint is
it's Ron
Weasley.
It's Weasley. That's right, Ron Weasley from.
I love him.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm really that. This is a show I'm gonna watch probably even if it sucks, just because I really like Rupert Grint.
Yeah.
He's playing Cheetah Chrome in the new CBGB movie that's coming out soon.
Okay, cool.
Dead Boy's guitarist. And you know who else is in that movie? On a little side note there, Professor Snape. Alan Rickman is playing Hilly Crystal, the owner of CBGB.
Cool.
I love Rupert Grint. He's my homeboy.
Coming to Fox, something called Delirium, based on the young adult novel by Lauren Olivier. It takes place in a future dystopia where love has been classified as a disease. On your 18th birthday, you receive the cure, which is an operation that makes you incapable of falling in love. Emma Roberts is in it. She's a kind of a cute young actress. I've seen her in a couple other things. She does lots of indie films, actually. Yeah, it sounds like a resistance against the man, mixed in with a love story.
Right, because it's based on a young adult novel.
Yeah.
Any sci-fi young adult novel, it seems, sci-fi fantasy young adult seems to be about a dystopia and some sort of rebellion.
Yeah. But
that's all right. That's all right because I like the Hunger Games, and this sounds pretty interesting.
It does.
I don't know. This to me, just the plot alone just sounds like it might be better as a movie. But I guess we'll see what happens.
I mean, how far could you go with it, right?
Right. But we'll see. Maybe they have pretty far to go.
Gothica coming to ABC. It's a supernatural soap opera featuring Dracula, Victor Frankenstein, Jekyll and Hyde, Dorian Gray, Roderick Usher, and various others, all knocking around in the same city. It's about as goofy as you expect. Victor Frankenstein is trying to bring his dead daughter Anna back to life. Dorian Gray is a rich playboy pretending to be his own son. Dracula is biting people's necks, and so on. Meanwhile, Grace Van Helsing tries to save her family newspaper, The Sentinel, which is known for its muckraking exposés about all of these people's going on. And Detective Harker is busy investigating the vampire murders while flirting with a tough woman named Mina. Oh, and there's a woman named Fiona Hunter who wants to buy the newspaper but also has her own agenda. Some of the people in that: Tom Ellis, Chris Ellis, Seth Gable, Janet Montgomery. It sounds fun. I don't know if it'll be good.
I'll definitely give that a try.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch 666 Park Avenue, which is kind of supernaturally like that. If it looks too soap opera-y, I don't know. I probably won't watch it, but maybe.
I'll definitely check it out. I like monsters. I like the classic monsters. This doesn't sound like it's going to be quite classic, but we'll see.
Yeah. The next two are CW shows. One is The 100, based on the books by...
Are they still around?
Yep. Based on the books by Cass Morgan. Takes place 100 years in the future where the Earth has been abandoned to radioactivity. The last surviving humans live on an ark orbiting the planet. But the ark won't last forever, so the repressive regime picks 100 expendable juvenile delinquents to send down to Earth to see if the planet is still habitable. Everything that could go wrong does go wrong, including the retro rockets not firing. Mutant two-headed deer, blah, blah, blah. People trying to seize power of the ark. It's CW. I don't think I watch anything on the CW anymore.
I don't think I've ever watched anything on the CW.
It says that, according to the script, humanity's first words upon returning to Earth is, "We're back, bitches."
Nice.
So there you go. The other CW show is called The Tomorrow, a reimagining of the 1970s British TV show about mutant superpowered teenagers and the secret organization that hunts them. They moved it to New York. The Tomorrow people have a secret base and abandoned subway station. They have a computer named Tim and teleportation.
So
yeah, I don't know.
It's Alpha's X-Men kind of.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Both of those are just so for me.
Yeah, I mean, the 100 sounds a little more interesting to me. I might watch that.
Yeah.
If I remember, that the CW exists. Because what did they do? They did that Superman TV series, Smallville.
Yeah.
And now they got that Green Arrow thing that I still haven't watched.
Yeah, and Supernatural.
Actually, all right, I lied about not watching any CW shows. I watched Supernatural on Netflix.
Right.
I didn't even know it was a CW show.
Yeah, it is.
But I watched that on Netflix, and also there was that show. I can't remember what the name of it was, but I did watch that on Netflix as well, and I think that was a CW show, Reapers, with the two slackers.
Yeah, that's the last one I used to watch too. I love that show.
I watched that on Netflix. It's a fun show.
Yeah. Sleepy Hollow is coming to Fax, a reimagining of the classic spooky story. A soldier, Ichabod Crane, is fighting the Revolutionary War when he faces the Headless Horseman, wakes up 250 years later in the 21st century to find the Headless Horseman is back and killing again. Turns out the Horseman is actually one of the four Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Ooh.
Yeah, it goes on from there.
I would probably check that out.
Yeah. And the last is The Selection, also on the CW. Oh, this is the CW, not the W. The other one was WB, or they were all CW?
I think they were all CW.
WB is CW. The second year in a row, the CW has made a pilot based on the novel by Sierra Cass. The Selection takes place centuries in the future. The world has reverted to a primitive monarchy after the deadly cyber wars.
Ooh.
Yeah. Love story themed to plotting to assassinate the king. Wheels within wheels. I don't know about that one either. Boy, those CW shows just didn't interest me.
CW. God bless the CW.
Maybe I'm prejudiced.
What would we do without the CW?
I don't know.
The only thing that I think they ever had going for them, and they might not even been the CW yet, was they had those commercials with that singing frog from the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, he was awesome.
I liked him.
Me too. So now there's another list here of new shows. This one's a little more comprehensive. We'll see how much we go through of it. Things that have already aired: Zombieland, Da Vinci's Demons, Defiance, and Hemlock Grove. Hemlock Grove is on Netflix. Defiance is SciFi, which I have taped but haven't watched yet. Zombieland is on Amazon. They actually say, "Did you like the movie Zombieland? Great. Then you're going to hate this."
Yeah, I've read some pretty bad reviews.
It did get
not about the story so much as like the fact that it just looks terrible.
Yeah. Coming back in April, Warehouse 13 is back on April 29th. That was yesterday.
Yes.
In May, Marvel's Avengers Assemble animated show will be back on Disney XD. May 26th. Official series premiere is July 7th. A reimagining of Teen Wolf is going to air on MTV June 3rd. Third season of Teen Wolf will be back. Continuum. I've been watching Continuum this season.
I haven't yet to see it.
Yeah, it's a time travel cop show that originally aired in Canada. I liked it. I watched this whole season. It was good. Sci-Fi Channel coming back June 7th. Can't believe it's coming back already. It feels like it just ended. Being Human UK will be back. The final season will air in the US on BBC America on starting June 8th. The reviewer says it's gotten vastly darker lately. And all the characters are brand new.
Last season,
it says almost all the characters are brand new.
yeah. The last season, they did away with all of the characters, and the only thing I gotta give them credit for was they introduced, a new werewolf, a new ghost, and a new vampire in a way that was I could deal with that.
Okay.
I could handle the reintroduction.
They didn't just kill off the vampire and then have the werewolf say, you know what? Look, I need a new vampire friend. Let's go find a new vampire friend.
No, it was definitely darker than that.
All right, good.
It was I don't know if you'll ever get a chance to check it out, but you should eventually. I still haven't watched. I didn't watch any of this seasons. The season's already over.
Yeah, the American version.
The U.S. Being Human.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either.
That's kind of sad to me. I was really getting into that show last season.
Yeah, I don't know why I got tired of it. I stopped watching.
But hopefully this last season of the Being Human UK will impress me.
Yeah. So Falling Skies will be back June 9th. There'll be even more new aliens this coming season on TNT.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I liked Falling Skies.
I still haven't finished watching last season.
True Blood will be back June 16th.
I've never seen that. Still, to this day.
Yeah, John likes it. We watch it. We'll see if it's any good this year. Futurama, the final episode of Futurama will air on June 19th on Comedy Central.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, I know you.
The cancellation of Futurama
wasn't it already canceled once?
Me out. Yes.
Maybe someone else will bring it back. Maybe it'll be on Netflix.
I hope so. Because that show, I haven't gotten tired of it yet.
Under the Dome by Stephen King adaptation will be on June 24th on CBS. Looking forward to that. I keep seeing commercials. From what I understand, there was a news story that I saw that they will be giving a nod to the Simpsons movie, which also had a dome.
Nice.
Although Stephen King says he wrote it before the Simpsons movie came out. People that love the Simpsons movie always say that he's lying.
Right.
Wilfred will be back on FX this season. That's about a talking dog.
That's Frodo and a talking dog,
Yep.
Right?
It says a talking dog and a hobbit make mischief together. That's the description. In July, something called Axe Cop will be coming to Fox on July 27th. It's animated from a comic that was written by a young child and illustrated by an adult. It's sheer innocent insanity brought to life. I don't know what that is.
Axe Cop?
Axe Cop.
Like axe, like...
AXE.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
In August, In the Flesh will be on BBC America. It is after an undead uprising, the cure for a zombie is discovered. Slowly, biters are reintroduced in society, but they still have the memories of all the terrible things they did before. They still look like monsters. And who really wants to be neighbors with a monster? Can you be saved from the undead? That's August 3rd. BBC America. Breaking Bad will be back August 11th on AMC. The final half of the final season.
That still irritates the hell out of me. It's been like a year. How can you call that like
half a season?
Half a season. That's 2 short seasons.
Yeah, I mean, once it's done, maybe then I'll finally watch it all.
It's a good show. It's definitely worth watching.
Marvel's Hulk and the Agents of Smash will be coming back to Disney XD on August 11th. The voice cast is Eliza Dushku as the voice of She-Hulk. Clancy motherfucking Brown plays Red Hulk, and Seth Green is A-Bomb.
The Kurgan.
Seth Green is A-Bomb. I didn't even know all those famous people were in that. I'm gonna have to listen. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Me too. Well, Clancy Brown, he does. He's like he's big with the voiceover stuff. He's Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, he's got a good voice. I mean,
SpongeBob.
Yeah, it's pretty. When you get a good voice like that, you get work doing stuff like that too.
Yes. Or like I don't know if your boy is too young really to watch like Adventure Time and Regular Show probably.
Yeah.
The Regular Show is really that's definitely geared more for adults.
John thinks that Superhero Squad is too grown up for JoJo.
Really?
I let him watch just about anything he wants, but Jen, Jen has her rules too.
Mark Hamill is the voice of one of the main characters in Regular Show named Skips.
Okay.
And he sounds, of course, nothing like Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's been doing voiceover work like forever.
Yeah.
But it makes me every time I hear him, I just laugh, and I tell Ange, for the millionth time, it's like that's Luke Skywalker.
Mark Hamill and Sulu made an appearance last week, I think, on Big Bang Theory. I think they were the end of it. I know I saw them on a show this week. You know who else I saw on the show? On How I Met Your Mother this week, Ralph Macchio and Zabka both appeared in the whole episode. They were like part of the whole show, the whole episode.
I read a review of that. I've never seen that show. I read a review of that, and it actually made me want to watch. It made me want to watch the show.
My friend Casey met Zabka this weekend at a sci-fi convention in Philly.
Sweet.
Yeah, or Boston, one of those places, or maybe it was Jersey. Anyway, maybe it was at a regular sci-fi convention, not a comic book convention.
Right.
Like one of those creation things. Anyway, I guess we'll call that a show.
Yeah, it's a show.
It was pretty full of newsy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
And again, it's our new night. It's Tuesday for now.
Yeah, we'll stick to Tuesdays. I think I changed it on all the websites, so it says Tuesday. And we'll be back next week, 8 o'clock, Tuesday. You can find all our stuff at nottheshow.com. Follow us on Twitter, @nottheshow, and facebook.com/nottheshow.
Awesome.
You should check out Discordia 19 if you're interested in Stephen King stuff.
Yes.
And
we haven't done one of those in like forever.
No. I've been adding it to this show lately instead. I mean, we always talked about Stephen King here. But I've been putting even the more detailed news over here. Although, maybe we should do a Discordia one of these days. I don't know. All right. So you have a good week, buddy.
You too.
I'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Yes.
Good night, everyone.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.